Well, to be a Sawyer, first of all, it's a huge privilege. I mean, you come onto a hotshot crew and you usually start off on the dig, and you have to earn your right to be moved to that position as a Sawyer. And that was, like I said, it was only my second year. My first year, I got moved on to a saw after about probably midway through the fire season, and I stayed on the saw then. And then the next year, I was on it full time. But it's a huge privilege because you get to be in front of everybody else, and everybody depends on you to make things a little bit easier for the dig, just to get everything out of the way and for them to come through and finish the job. And you got to take pride in your work as a Sawyer. You want your line, your cut to look good. You don't want to leave a bunch of stuff anywhere. I mean, everything needs to basically be perfect. And doing it in California in the oak, it's definitely really hard for Sawyers because you're the ones cutting all that out, and that stuff's going down your shirt, hitting you in the face. The swampers are picking it up, and it's everywhere. All those oils are rubbing all over you. So once you finally have the reaction to the oak, it's pretty miserable to deal with. I get it pretty bad. I get a really bad reaction to it. I swell up and I get all these little blisters, and it's itchy and it hurts at the same time. So I think I finally reacted to it about 3 days into the fire, and the whole time we're spiked out on this fire. We went to the camp, checked in, it's like, you guys are spiking out. It's like, perfect. And I didn't really know like what I'm really gonna be expecting. I mean, I've spiked out before, but never in California. And once you got the poison oak and you're eating MREs every day, it sucks a lot. I mean, the days don't go by fast enough. All you can think about is cutting and the pain and the itch that you have all over your body, and that's it. And you can't do anything about it. Unless you're so swollen up that your eyes shut, and then they'll take you to the hospital. But I never got that bad. It was just on my arms and my legs. They swell up like balloons. And basically the medic looked at me and was just like, well, I can't exactly send you to the hospital. Here's some cream to hopefully help the itch, and that's about it. So you have to just tough it out. That's all it is. And it's definitely, I mean, definitely the physical part of it is there, but this job is all about how your mentality is. If you can control your thoughts and just be mentally tough, even through that kind of stuff, you're gonna make it. I mean, it'll seem very hard, but you'll survive it for sure. And that's when I finally learned, I think, what it was like to be mentally tough. I always thought, I mean, I played sports and all through college and whatnot. I played baseball, and I mean, we'd had our hell weeks, and I look back at that kind of stuff and it's just like, gosh, that stuff it's petty stuff compared to the stuff you really get put in this job. I mean, everything's taken away from you. You don't have a bed, you don't have showers. Your food is put in a brown bag, and it can last for 30 years. And I mean, things like that. And then on top of that, you have all this other stuff. You got the oak, you got to hike out, you got weight on your back, you got a saw on your shoulder. I mean, you're drinking boiling hot water out of your pack. I mean, all those things that you had before at home that were the simple things like going to your refrigerator and getting ice and putting it in a cup and putting water in it, it's ice cold. I mean, you start appreciating things like that. So, and that's great. I mean, we get 18-year-old kids that come to this job, and I mean, they come in extremely excited about it, but they just have no idea. And this job is one of those jobs that will turn an 18-year-old kid into an 18-year-old man after a season with a hotshot crew. So after that year, I definitely matured a lot, especially after that fire. My skill as a Sawyer after that fire improved tremendously just because of what was there. I mean, you're cutting through brush you can't see through, and it's never ending. It's always continuous. So, yeah.